It's a little bit like the Chinese round coding now. Okay, so let's go back to our science class. All right, today we're gonna learn a new part of it. Okay, yesterday we learned about matters. All right, so matters we know we have solid, liquid, and gas. However, today we're gonna learn a little bit more about the type of gas in the air. Today we're gonna learn very specific the solid, liquid, and gas. Today we learn everything in the gas. What are the things in the air? Is air only oxygen? Or there's a lot of other air? What is the mixture in the air? So this is what we're gonna learn today. Let me share the video with you.
As we have already studied,
good grammar and spelling are important. But if you want to write essays that inspire,
the air that we live and breathe in is called the Earth's atmosphere. But what is this atmosphere made of? What does it contain? Let's find out. Air contains gases. The air around us contains gases. These gases are useful to man as well as plants and animals. Air is mainly made up of 4 gases: nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, and other gases.
Today, what I want you to focus at what are the types of or components of air, which is these 5 things that we need to focus, and the composition of it, which means how many percent of it. Okay, so these are the 2 things we need to highlight today.
Oxygen and nitrogen constitute a major portion of the air. Oxygen is the active part of air and nitrogen is the inactive part of air. Let us conduct an experiment to prove this. Fill a basin with some water. Put a lit candle into it. Take a glass and place it over the candle on 2 pieces of wood in the water. The flame slowly dies and the water level in the glass rises. Place it over the candle on 2 pieces of wood in the water. The flame slowly dies and the water level in the glass rises.
Okay, this is a part where this experiment, you see, when you put normal the other way around, then the air, this is a normal air. But when
I already do the experiment already.
wow, very good. Where you did it at? Home? You got another science class or school?
In my house with my father and my sisters.
Perfect. Very well done. Oh, I remember you said your dad is a teacher, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no wonder. Okay. So yes, this experiment basically is that air is everywhere. It occupies space, right? So when you use this, you see what happened. What have you learned from the experiment is that when you want to burn something, what you need? What kind of air you need to burn?
Fire.
Fire. And what air is it needed?
Fresh air.
You needed oxygen. You needed oxygen.
Oxygen.
So when the air here got oxygen, but when you burn, you use all the oxygen. So that's why now the water go up because this is the percentage of the oxygen in the
Because
air.
each have one oxygen, so the candle can't burn anymore.
That's right. So it has no more oxygen, which means that the air has no more oxygen. The candle can't blow anymore. That's right. So the flame will die.
This happens because the candle uses up all the oxygen in the glass to burn. And when the oxygen is over, the water takes its place and the flame dies. This proves that oxygen is the active part of air. It is used as fuel for burning. It constitutes about 1/5 of the total volume of air.
Okay. So can you type in the chat? 1/5 is also called 20%. 20%. So oxygen, you write there 21% of the air. Please type in the chat. Oxygen, 25%.
I typed it already.
Good, good. Okay, well done.
Let's conduct another experiment. Light a candle and place it on a rubber stopper. Take a glass container and place it over the candle. Does the flame burn? The answer is no. The flame immediately dies down because all the oxygen in the glass gets used up. This
That's right, the candle oxygen got used up.
proves that the air in the glass is of no use and is inactive. It constitutes 4/5 of the air and is mainly made up of nitrogen. Air and breathing. Air is needed by all living organisms to breathe. We get oxygen from the air we breathe, and aquatic animals like fish get their oxygen from the water.
So you see, does it mean that the fish inside the water, they don't breathe? No, they do breathe as well.
Because the oxygen also have in the water, and how the fish breathe it into their bodies. The fishes use their fin.
That's right. That's right. They use their gills and then they can breathe. Okay. They can breathe through their gills. But human cannot breathe inside the water because we breathe in through our lung. Our lung cannot absorb water.
Breathing. When we breathe in, the air fills up our lungs. The blood in the lungs picks up the oxygen and sends it to all the cells in the body.
Bigger.
This helps the cells to burn food in order to release energy.
Woo! Adapted Mind Math! Come explore the site with me. I'm in first grade.
When the food is burned, carbon dioxide is produced. Since this is not needed by us, it is given out by the body when we exhale. The air that we breathe in is called inspired air or inhaled air.
Carbon
It is rich
dioxide.
in oxygen.
So, yes, very good. We need to breathe in oxygen. Breathe in
We
oxygen.
breathe oxygen, and lungs will be bigger.
That's right. Okay. Breathe in oxygen or inhale oxygen. Okay, please type in the chat, inhale oxygen. And type in the chat, exhale carbon dioxide. Please type in the chat. Good. Good.
The air that we breathe out is called expired or exhaled air. It is rich in carbon dioxide given out by the body. Exhaled air is warmer and more moist as compared to inhaled air. Let us look at the composition. Nitrogen, 78% in both inhaled and exhaled air. Oxygen, 21% in inhaled air and 16% in exhaled air. Carbon dioxide.
Okay. Okay, we focus on all the inhaled air because inhaled air is a normal air, okay? Please type nitrogen, 78%. Please type nitrogen, 78%.
Zero point 0.03% in inhaled air and 4.5% in exhaled air. Water vapor. It is variable in inhaled air and it is saturated in exhaled air. Temperature.
Please type carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide, 0.03%, and as well as type water vapor, variable. Variable means keep changing, depends on the location. Like Malaysia, our air, our water moisture or humidity in the air is higher. But in overseas, it's drier. So that's why here we don't need to put much lotion. If overseas, let's say you go to US and stuff like that, if you don't put on lotion, your skin will crack or even bleed. Okay, because of the moisture in the air is different. Okay. You guys are very fast in typing. Good job.
Is variable for inhaled air and the temperature of the exhaled air is the same as the temperature of the human body. As we can see in the above table, nitrogen is of no use to the body. The body uses more oxygen and gives out more carbon dioxide and water vapor.
Okay, so over here you just need to know everything generally remain about the same. Most important, we breathe in oxygen. So when it's oxygen go into our body 21, come out of our body is 16. What happened to the 5% of the air? It went into our body because we want oxygen. And we throw away the carbon dioxide. That's why suddenly
And
the
the plants will will got the carbon dioxide and get out oxygen.
Is your dad a science teacher? Chemistry? Physics?
I don't really know, but
Okay.
I know it already.
Okay, I'm pretty sure he's a science teacher. What kind of science? I'm just not sure.
The body uses more oxygen and gives out more carbon dioxide and water vapor. Respiration. The process of breathing in oxygen in order to burn food in the body and produce energy and breathing out carbon dioxide is called respiration. All plants and animals respire. Respiration is different from breathing. Breathing is an act performed for respiration to occur.
One misconception of meditation is that if you're meditating, your mind will be blank. You can't.
Has anyone ever told you never to sleep under trees at night? Why do you think that is? This is because trees respire at night, and during this process, carbon dioxide.
Okay. So does anyone knows why we don't sleep beside the tree at night? Why inside our room there's no plant?
Will get the oxygen from the air, and we can't, and the tree will breathe out carbon dioxide.
That's right. So basically what happened is that we will fight with the tree. How we fight? Not like punching fight, okay? What happened is that the tree in the morning is our friend because in the morning they need.
Not enough oxygen, and
That's
the
right.
tree also not enough oxygen.
That's right. So in the morning we are friends with the tree because the tree will give us oxygen. It's like, oh, thank you, tree, for saving us, for giving us oxygen. But at night, we don't like the tree because the tree wanted oxygen at night because there is no sunlight, they can't do
And we
photosynthesis.
fight with the tree, and the oxygen was
That's right. At night, the tree wanted oxygen. We also wanted oxygen. That's why we start fighting. So it will make us harder to breathe if we sleep under the tree at night.
Dioxide is given out, which is not good for our bodies. Two important processes take place in plants: respiration and photosynthesis. In respiration, oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is given out. In photosynthesis, plants use energy from the sunlight to make food. They use carbon.
Okay, this is what I meant. Okay, photosynthesis is where is a process where plant is making food. They want to make food. How do they make food? They will use.
They use sun and carbon dioxide and also green things. I don't know what is that.
Photosynthesis. Yeah. Okay. Very good. So basically, yes, this is what the photosynthesis needed. So in the morning, they need the sun and the carbon dioxide, which we breathe out. We don't want the carbon dioxide. Then the sun and the carbon dioxide is what the plants want. Then after that, they use all this and it becomes food.
And water.
And together with water as well. So during this photosynthesis process, they'll give up oxygen, which is what we need. So that is how we have a complete cycle. Human respiration and plant photosynthesis, we exchange. We want oxygen, they want carbon dioxide. We exchange. So in the morning, it's perfect, but not at night.
Carbon dioxide given out by us from the air and water and from the soil to make food. During this process, they give out oxygen. Let's prove it. Take a beaker and fill it with water. In it, place a hydrilla plant in an inverted funnel. Place a test tube over the funnel and put this setup in sunlight. What do you observe? Tiny bubbles begin to rise in the test tube. These are oxygen.
So when the tiny bubbles, what do you think on top this is? Is it oxygen or carbon dioxide?
Oxygen.
Very good. How do you know it's oxygen?
Because the tree give out oxygen.
That's right, the tree give out oxygen. So when we use this oxygen and we light up a fire, would the fire light up or not?
Yes, light
Yes,
up.
because oxygen is needed to burn.
Bubbles. This shows that plants during photosynthesis give out oxygen. Let us do a quick recap. Air contains many gases useful to man. It contains nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and water vapor. Oxygen constitutes 1/5 of the air and is the active part.
1/5 is also called as 21%, okay? 1/5 to be more exact is actually 20%.
But why
The
nitrogen
remaining
is
4/5
more than
is the
oxygen?
It is like that in the air. Okay, so that's why we don't use much. That's why we need to breathe so many times. If we have so much oxygen, we breathe one time, can last very long already. Okay, because we have more nitrogen, that's why we need to breathe more often. That's why our heart pumps so often at 70 pumps beats per minute.
of nitrogen, carbon dioxide and other gases. Oxygen is used up when fuels burn. All living things take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide during respiration. Inhaled air is rich in oxygen and exhaled air is rich in carbon dioxide. Plants give out oxygen during photosynthesis.
Okay, that's a lot to observe to absorb for that video. Okay, let's just do something simple first. Okay, let's do something simple first. Okay, so today you just need to focus on
Game show quiz.
yeah. So majority 70%. What is it made of? 9?
Oxygen.
No, 70% is 78% is
Uh, carbon dioxide.
no. It's nitrogen. Look at your chat. Look at your chat. It's nitrogen. 78% nitrogen. Oxygen, how many percent?
Oxygen. It is. Oxygen is
21%.
21%.
Yes. Carbon dioxide?
Carbon dioxide have carbon dioxide.
Okay. It's 0.03%.
0.3.
Fantastic,
Percent.
Charles. Okay, so we have lots of games today. So everyone just play one game. All right, so who wants to play the first game?
I want to play game show quiz.
Okay, Jensen first. Please, Jensen, raise up your hand. Okay, Jensen, you have the control.
21%. 1%.
21%, what is that?
Oxygen. Oxygen.
Good,
Oxygen.
good. Yellow color, 0.03%.
Carbon dioxide.
Yep. And the majority is
nitrogen.
fantastic. Okay, any questions? Simple? Okay, so next one will be by Jensen. Hold on, let me copy and paste this into your Google Classroom. Okay, so this is one of it. Okay, same, similar thing, but a little bit more complicated. Okay, so one person do the two charts and the other person do the bottom one, all right? Okay. Actually, I have more games. Okay, how about Joanne, you do all this? You want it?
No.
No? Charlize, you want to do all this? Okay. Shall I share with you, Charlize? Okay. Charlize and Harold, please control. Drag and drop from the top. Yours always has problem clicking. Okay. Okay, 21%. Go ahead, drag.
Oxygen.
Okay. Next, go ahead. Can you control?
Dioxide.
Okay, I click for you. 78%. Go where?
Nitrogen.
I think they know, but they just have problem clicking it. All right. Okay. How about you turn on your mic and I'll help you instead. Okay. Okay. What is inactive gas? What is not active gas? Okay, anyone just turn on your mic and just tell me.
Oxygen.
Oxygen and carbon dioxide is important. What is not so active?
Nitrogen.
That's right. What is needed during photosynthesis?
Carbon dioxide.
Very good. Okay. What makes up 1/5 of that?
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
Fantastic. Very important. Why we need oxygen for photosynthesis or respiration?
Respiration.
Fantastic. Okay. Air also contains water vapor, microorganism, and
Liquid.
liquid is more like water vapor.
Carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide or dust. Okay. Let's see which one is correct. Okay. Carbon monoxide is those actually both also it contains. Okay. Carbon monoxide is those gas from the car. Dust is just dust. So actually both it has contained. Okay. So air pollution means carbon dioxide increase or decrease? It increase. Good. Deforestation means oxygen getting more or less? Getting less oxygen. So green plants are the only things that can be absorbed and reduce carbon dioxide. When there's a lot of tree cut down, carbon dioxide which is released through okay, breathing is called respiration. Okay, when a lot of trees are cut down. Okay, but this is respiration is human breathe. But now it says when a lot of tree is cut down, so it's through transpiration. And okay, when a tree is cut down, carbon dioxide which is released through transpiration, combustion, decomposition will increase the percentage of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Okay. Okay. What?
Why this one?
Okay, now I got it. Because this tree cut down is one sentence. This is a different sentence. So this tree cut down is no relevance with this. This is actually talking human breathe. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I thought everything is green, but not. Okay. So this one dust and monoxide also got, but we focus more on dust. Okay. Okay. So this is another worksheet that we need to do. Okay. One more. Okay, so you see I focus so much on this. So nitrogen is 71%, oxygen is 21%, and the rest, you see actually got a lot of gas. Okay, the rest is 1%.
Me answer.
Okay, this is easy. Okay, and one last one. Okay, let's have Jensen 6 and Joanna 6, okay? Because Charlize, you can tell them because Charlize can't control it. Okay, go ahead. Air is made out of?
Nitrogen.
Oh, sorry, Jensen, you're controlling. What Charlize says is correct. 6 for Jensen first, okay? Oops. Question number 2. Question number 2. Nitrogen is very reactive. True or false? Just now we did write in the live worksheet. We just did it just now. Nitrogen is inactive.
False.
False. It's actually inactive. Okay, doesn't matter. It's actually inactive. The test for this, yes?
What's wrong?
Today the whole exercise, okay? 2 word wall and 2 live worksheet.
Okay.
Okay. What helps to burn? Glowing, burn. What did I mention in about burn? What kind of gas needed to burn? Okay. This is a test for carbon dioxide. Okay, how do you know this carbon dioxide? Actually, I didn't teach you this, but yes, lime water turns cloudy. This one I did not teach. This is actually year 5. The gas increase and cause global warming. What gas? Which is the one that causes heat. In the earlier exercise we did. Good. This gas increased because They didn't say what is this gas. Let's assume this gas is the earlier question. Okay, let's assume this gas is the earlier question, which is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide increased because
We are breathing more.
right.
We are breathing more.
Go ahead, Jensen, last one. All right. Okay, next, let's share to Joanna. Hold on, yeah. Okay, Joanna. Acid rain.
Carbon dioxide.
Go ahead, try to click.
I can't click.
Where are
Let's
you?
click one time.
Where are you? Can you move the mouse? Where? Okay, so that's why we don't drink the water from the rain because it's acidic.
The effects of acid rain include
What are the side effects of it? Okay, sulfur dioxide is mainly those which is released from the factory.
taken out of
Cycle means in as well as out. Both. Water cycle, carbon cycle, oxygen cycle. Cycle means in and out, a complete cycle. Cycle, what shape is it? Around, move around, means in, then out, in, then out. Okay, this one is slightly hard because I didn't teach you that. Okay, converters are all in all car. Most car, but not all cars. Okay, it's meant to, okay, which is what you call the green cars. Okay, which is try not to use fuel. It doesn't stop, but it reduces. Okay, because it still needs to use electric, but it doesn't use fuel. It uses electric, so it still pollute, but just lesser. Okay, so that's pretty much for today's lesson. All right, that's all. Okay, and this fall link to your classroom. All right, so today we learned everything about